Yeah. Hey yo, Kishon, what's good? Southside, what the fuck is poppin', niggas? Gotta laugh at these niggas, man. They must have forgot. You been doing this, nigga. Before I spit it, roll a spliff and pop it, get it stout. This for my niggas spittin' shit that they is really bout. Cause me, I let them things bang till he leakin' out. Then swerve off, all the niggas doing scream and shout. Freshest nigga in it. You beef, I'ma win it. Whippin' it like a chemist and preach it until it's finished. Y'all niggas know the name. Ability be the aim. Southside got the fame. You other niggas lame, I stick my chop out the car and let her go bizarre. Got her glowing like a star. You won't make it very far. 109 be the game. Nigga, we let it bang to your face, let it ring like money, it ain't a thing. You know I switch the flows up, like I switch my hoes up. I whip till she blow up. Bitches living in the past, and even in you was ass. How you looking down this barrel, you think you in the class? Young nigga with class, I was born with this G code. Like mine's never ends, yours reload. Like you just get it in PG mode. Shit, I knew you wouldn't last like a cheap stove. But it's nothing like jizzle, I'm just putting on my 45 on deck with the hoodie on. Got a fuck nigga life right in my palm. I bet your hoe get wet when you see